This podcast is a part of the Royal We Network.
Spit on me.
I was gonna clap, but there's no need for that.
I mean, you can clap if you want. Yeah.
The audio sync now. We're here.
We're back.
Yeah. I forgot how to do it.
Yeah.
Because we've been doing clip shows for the last 2 weeks now.
Uh-huh.
I went to Korea and I forgot how to podcast, Nate.
Mm-hmm. Got karate, got to do good school.
You hosted it for the first time.
I did. It was lonely. It was a lonely podcast.
You did a good job, though, buddy.
Thanks, bud.
I like how you imitated me. Welcome to... But no more clip shows this week.
Yeah. Now we're all out of clips.
We're out of them. We got to build up some more clips.
Yeah, we got to have shows to have clips.
Do you know how the clips get made? You do, but the folks at home, do you know how they get made? We do a lot of recording, and we throw away probably 70% of everything we do.
Yeah.
So you guys listen to 25%, and then there's a 5%. Did I do that math right?
I don't think so, but it's okay.
There's a 5% that we we hold on to.
The cream.
The cream. It doesn't have a place.
Rises.
It rises to the cream. There's like 4 people understand this joke. The cream rises.
In a situation unjustified and I'd rather be in.
The cream rises. Well, we keep that. It doesn't have a home, and then we use that for our clip show.
Yeah.
And then now we're here, and we're going back to what we're normally going to do, which is just welcome to another episode of the Royal We.
Yeah.
I'm Sam.
I'm Nate.
We're gonna do. This is the first episode you're listening to, episode 102. Good for you.
There's alliteration out the gate.
That is rhyme.
Rhyme.
Okay. Well, This is we. Welcome to us. Welcome to what? Welcome to us.
Yeah. Come on in.
We read the news. We don't really read the news.
No,
we read
don't.
headlines, and then we have conjecture-based conversations based on the headlines.
Yeah.
Real news, fake news. It's gonna be huge.
Yeah, stuff we find, stuff the people send.
Yeah. If you want to send us articles, and you should, you can do that at Royal WeCast on Twitter or royalwecast@gmail.com. You can also send us little audio interludes, maybe about 3 seconds long.
Yeah.
I also want to thank, for the audio interlude we're using this week, I'd like to thank Kat for this sound. Thank you. That's going to get us from topic to topic, because sometimes we need a little... This first one.
Uh-huh.
This first article here. 2 South Carolina men charged after forcing alligator to drink beer. Charged with having a good time.
Yeah, charged. Yeah, guilty as charged, buddy.
Do alligators? I mean, they're not mammalia.
But stuff likes beer.
But Your Honor.
I mean, yeah, you're right.
Honor, stuff likes beer.
Normally you hear about like bears. One of my favorite stories ever is when that bear drank like 37 beers or something.
Yep. Someone linked it to you and said, "Hey, this
reminds me of
Yeah.
That bear reminds them of me. Just drink 37 beers and passes out.
But they had to force the alligator to drink the beers.
Yeah, see, that's where you don't. First of all, if you're forcing something to drink, you just shouldn't do that. That's just bad manners.
I don't know enough about anything to tell you whether or not alligators have livers.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
They're not mammals. They don't have teats.
True. You know, I never thought of that. I just assumed that everything was just the same on the inside until you get into bugs and stuff.
I read a whole thing.
Snakes have livers.
I read a whole thing about on the Wikipedia, the Star Wars Wikipedia.
Yeah.
There's an article about boobs.
Okay.
It just has, I'll pull it up right now. Let's see, the Wikipedia boobs.
Wikipedia.
Yeah, breast. The title, I'm sorry, I got it wrong. It's breast. Biological lore. It's just about the different animal. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that sexy photo right there.
Yeah.
It's just about the different aliens in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah, that one has 6. I remember that.
Yep. Look at this. It says Anakin Skywalker reveals his chest.
Okay.
It's about different animals and races, inside Star Wars.
Uh-huh.
And whether they have breasts or not. An alligator...
No breast.
No breast.
I was playing a game a while back, and there's big snake monsters in it. And they were big snake monsters, but they had breasts. And that irked me. I'm like, that's not right. Game.
I wrote a very strongly worded email to the creators.
Yeah.
No.
This is why. Explain yourself.
I think you'll find that snakes are not inside mammalia, and they do not enjoy a beer.
Yeah, and they're just like, well, these are aliens, though. So, if you're forcing beer down an alligator, I mean, once again, I'm like you, I don't know. But I don't want to mess with an alligator in my house to start with, let alone a drunk-ass alligator.
I don't know that it was in their house. How do you know they didn't go to the alligator's house?
Were they invited? So they're breaking and entering.
Forcing beer down his throat.
There's forced entry, forced beer.
Alligators aren't like sharks. I feel like a shark and a dog, they share this trait in that... Hold on.
Okay, buddy. Those are no way in common.
Sharks and dogs.
No.
A shark will always eat. And a dog will always eat.
Okay.
A dog has never said, well, maybe not.
Yeah. Sharks can't stop swimming either.
Dogs also.
Yeah, or they'll drown as well.
I feel like an alligator. I've seen an alligator go, man, I'm good.
Yeah.
But a shark?
No, a shark, I think it just swims and eats.
Dog?
Walks and eats.
I rest my case, Your Honor.
Okay. I'll allow it. I don't know what that means.
The jury's like,
Okay, what?
This one guy like, no, wait, no, are you listening to him?
Yeah, well, wait a minute. What's this have to do with anything? Are we in the court with the alligator court? If you're in alligator court...
Well, I'm on the bayou.
Yeah, no, I might not be a fancy big city alligator lawyer. But... But then we get... Yeah, so if you're in there, in alligator court, and they're trying to... I mean, what were they charged with?
They're charged with forcing... Two South Carolina men charged... well, it says charged after forcing alligator to drink beer. Maybe the alligator went on a whole fuckfest, just like Rose Hell.
Just tearing things up.
A drunken alligator.
Yeah, so I'm saying you don't want a drunken alligator.
This alligator has less sense and less inhibitions
than any other animal to start with. They have tiny brains, man.
Are you saying an alligator is the least inhibited of animals? I bet you.
I mean, they seem to do what they want.
Yeah, but a baboon.
A baboon.
Did I say it strangely?
A baboon?
I mean, like a baboon.
Well, no, a baboon is smarter. But if a baboon's got it in its mind... If a baboon's got it in its mind, a baboon could set its mind upon things. A baboon has a mind, and it can set its mind on things.
A baboon is not very inhibited, but an alligator... I tried.
An alligator?
An alligator?
An alligator set a mind, and it ain't got a mind, it ain't got a half a mind to start with, an alligator got to set that half a mind on anything, ain't gonna do it all right. But a baboon...
Your Honor.
We're taking a recess. Get your goddamn sense together, boy.
Get your character straight. Who are you even?
Who are you even? Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. But what I'm saying though is a baboon is smarter. Is a level of intelligence higher. Because I think it's like snake. Most reptiles and things, they're just instincts. They're just instincts and teeth, you know?
Right. I mean, sharks, I agree. I would say.
Yeah, so if you just fed a bunch of... Yeah, I'm like you. I just wonder what they were charged with. I mean, probably maybe just messing with nature. I don't know if it's... There's probably a law out there where you shouldn't just grab an animal and force chemicals into it. You know, that's not a good...
I agree.
I mean, I get where they're coming from. A couple good old North Carolina boys looking for a good time on a Friday night.
I bet you, like...
Ronnie got that alligator. Sambo's got the beer. Let's see what happens. Let's build a fire and see what happens.
How much beer do you have to give an alligator?
I would think a lot.
Well, it's never seen it before. I bet you its liver's like, what?
True. Well, I don't even know how beer affects reptiles, you know?
I bet you it turns into like, oh man, I love you guys.
He's just the lovey-dovey alligator.
He turns into that, what's that shark, the cartoon of the shark that's in the band? Wow, I've never said that out loud before.
Yeah.
What's that cartoon of the shark in the band? There's a band.
There was a big...
The shark played the drum. Wow, this is a real cartoon?
Street Sharks?
Did I invent this?
Street Sharks?
No, there's like it's a band of teenagers. And
a shark
who plays the drums.
Why?
Don't fuck with me. This is real.
I'm not fucking with you. I've never heard of this. I'm going to lay out all the sharks that I know.
That's real. You've never heard of.
There's a shark that talks about his teeth on Sesame Street. It used to.
Okay.
He'd come out and be singing pearly whites. There's that shark.
Okay, yeah.
There's street sharks.
Yeah.
There's the shark. They're like gummy candies with sharks.
The turquoise. Yeah.
And every now and then you get the great white, remember? And then they, of course, and because gotta have it all these days, one great white shark per pack wasn't enough, so they came out with all great whites.
Okay, Grandpa, but there's a cartoon.
In my day, we had to hunt for the great whites.
Well, let me look it up. Let me look it up.
Create a novel.
What am I going to type to get this?
I have no idea.
Shark
playing the drum.
Band drums. It came right up.
Okay.
Jabberjaw.
Well, it doesn't. I recognize that, but I don't know what that's from. What's that from?
Jabberjaw theme song. I'm about to play it.
Me and my friends get no respect. What does Scooby do that we neglect? We be putting on
fuck is this?
Unless you're underwater, Mike. From picking up bounty fat, you sure don't brain to
Okay, his name's Jabberjaw. All right.
Yeah, I recognize him. I'm not too familiar with that, but I as soon as he came up, yeah, I recognize him. I didn't know he had his own show or was affiliated with Scooby-Doo.
I think he's like Scooby-Doo's enemy. He was throwing shade at the beginning of that. Like, I ain't no fucking Scooby-Doo. I'm a goddamn shark.
He's throwing shade at Scoobs? I mean,
yeah, at the beginning, it said something like, let's listen to it again.
What's a Scooby-Doo that we neglect?
What's a Scooby-Doo that we neglect? I'm not sure what their point is.
I don't either. I mean, they look like Scooby-Doo. There's a guy there that clearly looks like Shaggy.
And there's a shark.
I mean, he's clearly Shaggy.
You could get away. I mean, you could get away with anything now, but like you could get away with anything back then too. It's a shark that plays the drums.
It's a shark that plays the drums, everybody. And apparently solves underwater mysteries.
I am so. It is hilarious that was in my brain, and you not knowing it made me think it wasn't real.
Yeah.
It's like that's just in my heart.
Yeah, like I said, I've seen that guy. This makes me want to watch this show now.
Here's another one that I found myself.
Okay.
This is great. This is in line with I want to become like a Yoko Ono level insane artist person.
Uh-huh.
You know, just like lose my, like people just be like, what are you even talking about? You talked to Sam recently? He's wearing nothing but wolf fur and I don't know.
Wolf fur. Okay.
You know what I mean? Just like out of my mind. I'm talking about how like I'm just truly one with the wolf, and it helps me get to my primal
spirit
state, and it allows me to really sing.
Sing your chakras.
Anyway, enormous rubber duck in Canada is a counterfeit, artist alleges.
I saw that and didn't click on it because my brain went, I don't know what to even do with that. Yeah. What's that mean?
That's not real. That's not a real giant duck. That is a fake giant duck.
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand what it means. So, I mean, well, yeah, how can a giant duck be counterfeit?
It's got to be this guy he's got the giant duck game cornered.
Okay.
And he's like, that's not my
giant duck.
I didn't do that.
Listen, I didn't do that giant duck. That's a counterfeit. And they're like, oh, man, we thought we had an original giant duck. But it turns out, very good
you tell me this isn't one of Chuck's ducks?
Is it in the Chuck duck?
Who duck did this? Who the duck?
Who the duck? What the duck, Chuck? This isn't.
He comes in, he's got one of those, what is that called? A loop.
A loop.
In his eye, he's like, he's looking at it, and
I imagine he would know right off. He'd just be like, hey, the artist just says, bullshit, not my giant duck.
I've never even been to Canada.
Yeah, says Chuck. I've never been to Canada in my life.
In my life.
In my life.
Yes.
Yeah, so, okay, that's got to be what it is. I think we could solve that one. But who's trying to, I mean, what level of ripping stuff off? You know? Or were they just like, I don't think I could come anywhere near reproducing a Monet or a Rembrandt, but I think I could pull off one of this guy's giant ducks and sell it to the city of Canada.
The gall.
Just the gall of it all.
To think like, that's what I'm going to do. There's my plan. Here's my big show. I'm gonna make a counterfeit duck. I'm gonna sell it to a city.
Yeah, but I don't just make another big animal. Make another big fucking thing. Make another big.
Because you won't get caught because you're not breaking any. I mean, but then they want Chuck's ducks.
Yeah, they don't want whatever you're gonna make. What would you even make? Big bar of soap.
Dopes, soaps. I mean, what?
No, wait.
What's the name that rhymes with soap?
That's the guy's name. We don't know that the guy's name's Chuck.
We do in the universe we've created.
Yeah, but you jump straight into being like, oh, what would you make it soap if your name don't rhyme with it? That's not what I'm talking about.
Nate's dates.
Nate's dates?
Nate's plates. Decorative plates.
I make giant decorative plates.
Is this official? Is this a real one?
What, the one we're looking at here in Toronto?
Is this a real Nate's plate,
This
sir?
is coming straight from Nate's mouth. Nate says this is not Nate's plate. One of Nate's plates. Nate's has plates all over the place. Not here in Toronto. This isn't one of Nate's plates. Stamp it, Nate.
You just always speak in like weird verse.
Weird third person verse.
What the? Okay.
Nate says this is not one of Nate's plates. It's this guy. Well, I mean, he makes giant plates.
Yeah. He wears a lot of wolf fur.
We're going to collab with Chuck. Get Nate's plates Chuck duck. We'll make a big plate, put a duck on it.
And then vice versa.
Yeah.
A big plate, paint a duck on it.
True.
If you move the duck away from the plate, if you took the duck off the plate, which you're not allowed to do.
No,
here in Toronto.
They're a set.
But if you take the duck away, underneath, picture of a duck.
So you know where it goes.
Here.
In Toronto. What are we talking about?
another one. This one was sent to us by a couple people, actually. This is sent by a friend of the show, Zach. Also a friend of the show. Was it John? No, John sent us. Wasn't this one. I don't know. Thanks, John. Thanks, Zach. This is something I think I want to get in on the ground floor. Because there's a lot of stuff pulled up on this screen right now. Mm-hmm. I want to get in on this business. Because I have a surplus of the product. I make it every day. And I'm willing to part with it.
Okay.
One business. Singular. Business wants to sell the blood of young people to the rich so they can reverse the effects of aging.
Oh my God.
I've heard this is true.
I've heard this for a long time.
I've heard this is true. Mm-hmm. And if you put the blood of a young man in an old man, he feels like a young man.
I mean, I'm sure there's something to that. I mean, you got old blood, and if you replace your blood with new blood, it's not going to make you young again.
Not forever.
But it'll...
It'll pep you a step.
Yeah, that's got to pep you up. Some nice new blood running through your organs, getting me like, oh, yeah.
The thing is, stuff in a young man that old men don't have.
Piss and vinegar.
That's all old men have.
No, pep.
Moxie?
Moxie? There you go. Full of moxie.
I would sell my blood to an old dude or an old woman. I mean, I'd sell my old blood to an old person.
Well, I think, yeah. So, I mean, is it just one thing like you go in and... Because that's always been kind of a joke, you know what I mean? The blood of the innocent. Or the blood of the young. I don't know about that. They don't have to be innocent. I don't think innocent blood matters.
Simpsons did it. Didn't Bart give his blood to Mr. Burns?
I think so, yeah.
And it made...
Simpsons have done everything. They're just
like a little highlight or something. Mr. Burns didn't do a backflip and play highlight.
Yeah.
I kind of remember that. Would you give your blood to an old man?
Sure, if he's paying for it.
Yeah, I bet you they'd probably pay a top bill.
I mean, of all the stuff that old rich folks, old rich men are paying for, blood's probably, you're getting off easy, I think.
Reverse the effects of aging.
See, I don't know about it reversing the effects. I mean, I'm sure it'll help you feel better.
I bet you I bet you last a little longer.
You probably last a little bit longer. Yeah, it's got to, extend your shelf life a little bit.
Give me blood.
But still, if you go in and you start replacing... See, that's the spot, though. You need the blood to extend you into the time zone where they can start replacing organs with stuff they've grown in tanks and stuff, you know? So you can just be like, I need
to Mars.
A new heart. Yeah, we'll just live in a cube in space.
The problem is maybe they don't want our blood. They don't want personally my blood or your blood.
Yeah, Your
blood's full of gout.
I'm gout. Who knows what's all in my blood? I should be looking the other blood. I mean, there's people way younger than me and you. I mean, I'm thinking if I'm an old man paying for blood, I want like prepubescent blood.
No.
Why?
No testosterone or anything.
But it's blood pure. It's pure blood, right? The purest of blood. The world's not had a time.
I don't know why that's true. No.
Yeah, you got the weirdest look. You're like, no.
Oh, man, no.
You've gone too far.
Not prepubescent blood.
Yeah, like children's blood.
But if you are requesting if you put prepubescent in front of anything, you're a weirdo. You're already buying blood.
Yeah, so just put children's blood.
I want the blood of a prepubescent boy.
Right. So yeah, that does sound weird. On paper, when you speak it,
when you lay it out, when shark playing drums, and you want the blood of children.
When you just look at it, just say kid's blood. I just want kids' blood. Kids' blood. That sounds like a group that a shark would play the drums for.
Oh, we're kids' blood.
Kids' blood.
Blonde children, preferably.
Yeah, but you just get that sweet kid blood in you. Yeah, it's got to be like a breath of cool water to your heart.
Yeah, it's got to be something like that.
Yeah.
Here's another one. Found myself. Second floor resident trapped after apartment removes the stairs. She took him away. Do you know where this apartment was?
No.
The Sims.
No. Yeah. I mean, you put somebody in the square.
You just fill their house with ovens and wooden furniture.
Yeah, why? I was saying, that sounds like the biggest, just kind of fuck you to the people who live upstairs.
They weren't paying rent. That's the thing. Maybe they weren't paying any rent.
Oh.
Well, fuck you. We'll
take your steps. These are our steps.
Come out of that. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, how do I get down? I like how they wrote this story. Are the people still in there? Trapped, it says.
They're trapped. And this is how we're helping them with the news.
Yeah. When did that take place?
Ladder experts are confounded.
12 hours ago. They might still be in there. This is only 12 hours ago.
The leading ladder builders are on the case. Like, okay, well, we can up it there, up there, and down here.
I don't think you need ladder builders. I think you just call a fire department.
They have ladders.
I mean, they make. I'd say the fire department makes the most use of ladders outside of builders, roofers, and.
You think firemen are the number one supporter of ladders?
Yeah.
They use the most ladders than anyone else. Painters.
Roofers. I said roofers.
You didn't say painters.
I didn't say painters.
Sign makers.
No.
Candle wax.
What? Candle? Why do you need a ladder for candles?
To jump over them. Jack, be quick.
Well, Jesus.
I don't know. Whoa. Yeah, I will stretch.
You're stretching. Some of these people are so what do you think it wasn't in the lease?
It's got to be. I mean, it was a situation where
Residents supply own stairs.
they pissed off the landlord, they pissed him off, and he took the stairs away. Or, it's like we said,
How fast can you get a set of stairs in and out? I mean, apparently so quick that you trap people.
it's got to be someone who's methed out of their mind. And they were just like in a fucking meth nap.
A meth nap, yeah. And then they woke up and was like, oh, my stairs. Did I sell those for meth?
Shit.
Meth head steals meth for stairs. Wait,
Trapped in second floor apartment.
that's the other way around. But yeah, I'm sure it's something you would do. Meth out of your head.
Yeah,
Just
the
steal
thing is,
your own-
because you're not thinking of the consequences. You're like, okay, yeah, take the stairs, man. I'm up here. I don't need them.
And who's
then you
taking
wake up.
what meth dealer is just really needing some steps? And he's like, hey, yeah, okay, all right, that works out. Yeah, give me those steps. Here's some meth.
Right?
Right? Yeah, okay. The end.
Don't put ground up wasp nest on your vagina to tighten muscles, warns gynecologist.
Gynecologist single, or is this just a blanket? I think that's a good blanket message.
It's ground up wasp nest. I bet you would. I mean, it's got to be one of them like folksy.
I mean, that nothing about that sounds like science. Grind up a wasp nest and rub it on your vagina to tighten up your vagina muscles. I mean, day one, I mean, just muscle, just flex your fucking kegels.
I've never understood. I guess I do understand it, but I can't relate to it. The quest for like bigger tits or a bigger dick or, you know,
The
like,
quest. Yeah.
It's a quest.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, well, once I get this, I'll finally be complete. It's like, maybe try to be happy with what you got. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, find that inner peace instead of like, well,
True.
Once I have these big fake honkers,
Big fake honker.
once my vagina can crush a golf ball.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you don't want, that's too far. You don't want that.
No,
You don't want it to be able to crush anything.
can.
Yeah.
Get a job down at the recycle plant.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to put any part of my body
You don't want it
in
to be able to
something.
crush anything. I bet you it can crush some things. Any vagina could probably crush like a grape.
Yeah. Right. But I don't want something that if I put a donker or a finger in, I might not get it back. Right? The same way with like if a woman, I mean, she's not going to want a dick so big it's going to blow her head off. You don't want to die, you know? We all want to keep our parts and live to see another day.
Right.
You know?
But you want to be almost there.
Yeah, I guess you were right near that. Be like, man, that pussy near killed me.
You want it to be able to, yeah, you want it to be able to, like, crush a grape.
Yeah, but
A
you can
little
do
bit
that.
more.
You can do that laying in your bed, clenching your muscles.
No.
You don't need to grind up fucking hornets
No.
or wasps.
You need to grind up the wasp's nest.
It's like an old witch doctor voodoo.
I bet you this comes from Asia.
It's got to.
Rhino horn, shark fin,
All that
wasp
stuff.
nest.
Yeah, nothing, no science behind it.
We have to go. Speaking of quests, man, why aren't we walking on the street looking for magic? We live in Asia.
Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of little magic shops. We can find us a mogwai.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't need that in my life.
Yeah, knowing what they do, I don't know if I would get one. Because it's a lot. I mean, a cat's a lot of upkeep. This guy, you can't feed it after midnight. Your watch
And
fucks
it's
up.
always after midnight. How does that work?
My whole life is after midnight. So this guy, when's this guy getting fed?
When does that start? When does it end? Like, when can you feed him?
Before midnight. In your local time zone. It's magic. Ain't gotta explain shit. He's magic. He knows what time zone you live in. Or maybe what time, maybe, I don't know. Maybe
But
the
when
guy,
does after midnight stop?
when the sun comes. Oh yeah, you're right.
It's always either
guess-
after or before or some
Right.
midnight.
Listen, I'm sure he had a little manual, a little Chinese manual that said, you know, midnight to, 6 a.m. in
Yeah.
this time zone.
Right.
Don't feed this thing because it'll duplicate. And
No,
now
the
you've got a
problem
bunch
was
of
there
them.
wasn't a fucking manual in it.
Right. But the guy said, don't feed it after midnight. Don't get him wet. What's the guy do? Well, he spills water on him. Oh, spilling water on him is what made him duplicate.
I've never seen it.
Oh, we got to do that. Dude, the movie's great. And he duplicates because he got water spilled on him. Then if you feed him after midnight, they turn into the evil gremlins.
Wait, but they'll duplicate. But you maybe wanted to. I mean, he's cute before, isn't he?
But they're never, the ones that duplicate are lessers. They're like slightly evil. That one, he's pure goodness. But when he duplicates, it's like little slices of, there's maleficent, there's bad thoughts in them. And then if you feed them after midnight, they turn into goddamn monsters.
This
like
is the
full on.
movie Gremlins.
Yeah, the movie. In case you don't know.
Let's watch Gremlins and then go hunt for magic
Okay.
in the streets of Taiwan. I bet you we can find it down in that place where there was all those like dick shops and spiders and snakes.
Yeah, I bet we'll find some stuff down in there.
Yeah, do you have one of those places in your city? How about that, people at home? In Taipei, we got a street that is just sex shops and snake shops.
Yeah, where you eat the snakes. It's not to bring them as pets. You go there and eat snakes.
I bet you could probably buy one and take it
Yeah,
home.
be like, I want to eat him later. Will you sell him to me? And you can just bring him home, and now we got a giant snake in the house. I bet that, but one team wouldn't be too thrilled with that if she came home. There was like an 8-foot albino python.
No. One thing's pretty upset that we're still here every time she comes back home.
Oh, God.
These fuckers are still here.
I'm going to have the steps taken out.
Last night I played Dungeons and Dragons like 1:30 in the morning, and she had to go to work. She's like, I have to sell stocks. And you're talking about goddamn dragons and necromancers.
Let me sleep.
I thought about that a lot. I work like 20 hours a week. And, I mean, you don't work at all.
Yeah, business comes and goes.
It's the best.
Yeah, magic. Go find some.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Dude, I don't know what to do. I don't know if I can handle it. What's that mean?
This is a special episode because they can actually see the headlines before I read them. Usually I have a laptop hidden from him, but today
Oh, my God.
we got here it is. Chemists synthesize molecular pretzels.
What's that mean? What is a molecular pretzel?
Why is that on their list of things to accomplish?
I don't know. See, that's what I'm saying. I love science, and they do so much great things, and I'm sure there's a purpose behind that. I'm sure that's getting to something. But this is like what we've talked about before. They release these little snippets of information to the public. Like that, I'm sure has some big meaning. There's a guy talking into a microphone, and he looks like he's fucking just nailed something, doesn't it? He's like, yeah,
We did it.
we did it. We did it, everybody. We've synthesized molecular pretzels. Means nothing to me.
Salt-free.
Yeah, salt-free. Great with molecular beer.
And molecular mustard.
Yeah, molecular mustard.
Molecular mustard's a great band name.
That sounds pretty great.
Molecular mustard.
Molecular mustard. We've come up with a lot of band names on this thing.
This is,
Put
band
those,
name.
yeah. But you put that on a pretzel, give that to an alcoholic alligator, feed him anyway. But yeah, what I was saying,
what I think what it is they do a lot of science and they figure some shit out.
Yeah.
And then there's one guy like, hey man, we got the keys for the weekend. Let's just kind of,
I bet there's some of that going on.
right? And they're like, well, I mean, it's not gonna hurt nothing. I mean,
Just see if we can do it.
out. We can get away with this. Let's make it. And then that's when the reporter's in the office and he's like, well, tell me about what are these?
Yeah, what are you doing? They're like, oh shit. Molecular pretzels, we made them over the weekend. Yeah, it's either that, but like I said, that's probably a step in a larger picture.
I would eat. Think about this. A bowl.
Are they things to even eat? Is it pretzels as we know pretzels?
What else are they doing?
We've got a card to play, so
No, that's gonna be bullshit. There's no way that's gonna be fun. That's probably just they just made a fucking pretzel shape out of hydrogen atoms. And they're
True.
like, look, we made a carbon fucking pretzel shape.
yeah,
And you're like, fucking right on.
right. Like I said, in the grand picture, this what I compare.
Or
that
maybe
to.
like a pretzel is like evaded, like hydrogen looks like a little, or water looks like a little triangle. You got the oxygen,
right,
or the hydrogen. One
of them looks
oxygen,
like
two
a tri-
hydrogens, whatever it is. Looks like a little triangle, like a little V. Right?
Mm-hmm.
They're like, well, fuck, how do we make a pretzel shape is evaded scientists. There's evaded scientists for all of known science. And then
they did it. Right. But like
it's the molecular, but you know, it'd be great if the molecular construct of a pretzel
looked like a pretzel.
It
was just made up of tiny little molecular pretzels.
It would be great to know the chemical compound of weird shit. Like imagine if like you're eating custard. I saw this on a QI episode of QI where like they just showed a crazy string of chemicals, and one lady on the panel knew it was custard. But it was like, NaCl, blah, blah, blah. She's like, oh, custard. I'm like,
Yeah.
how the hell did you know that was custard?
Right? Maybe she synthesized some molecular custard. But it seems like sometimes what I was trying to get at is it seems like in the grand scheme of things, that may be something. But imagine they were playing Mario for the first time, okay? What you do is you call your buddy up when you beat the thing. You're like, hey, I beat the whole game.
Yeah.
That seems like the equivalent of being like when you jump over the first Goomba. You know what I mean? And you call them up and you're like, hey, man, I jumped. They're like, okay, far out. Let me know when you beat the whole game. Don't keep ringing me in every time you jump over a fucking turtle.
I disagree. I think this is you've beaten the game so many goddamn times. Now you're like figuring out ways to glitch the Goombas and you're making molecular pretzels. Like,
Okay, I see.
like
Okay.
we have a complete domain over chemicals.
I see.
Think about this, though. Think
warp
about a
zone.
bowl of it's rice. Like, each pretzel is the size of an individual piece of rice.
Uh-huh.
And you get a whole bowl of pretzels that size. Eat them with a spoon.
You're right.
That'd be good.
Yeah, they'd be pretzels. They'd be tiny pretzels.
But
tiny.
rice-sized.
Rice-sized pretzels.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pointless.
No.
Yeah.
That's the Dippin' Dots of the future. It's the pretzels of the future.
The ice cream of the future that they've been selling at the mall for the past 20 years.
Saw it in Korea.
Yeah. Ice cream of the future.
It made it there.
How far in the future is it? That shit's been around for 15 years.
It hurts my tongue.
Yeah, I don't like it. It doesn't really taste very good, and it's painfully cold. I don't want any part of that future.
You know what scientists have figured out?
What?
Cocaine more addictive than first thought. Study finds.
Than first thought.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
I always thought it was pretty addictive. I mean, it's not like heroin addictive. It's not do it once and you're fucked addictive, but I mean, anything that's a drug that's going to release chemicals in your body that makes you feel good. Anything. Fucking chocolate does that. You know what I mean?
Potato chips.
Yeah, and you eat it and it makes you feel, oh, man.
Fried chicken.
Yeah, exactly.
Fried chicken.
Fried chicken. I think there's cocaine in fried chicken.
I read something.
What do they think?
This is another thing. I'm going to say this, okay? People out there in Radioland, correct me if I'm wrong, okay?
Don't open that can of worms.
I think I am wrong. Well, because I feel listener feedback.
Right.
I think I am wrong. Every now and then you hear something. This is like, let's do a segment of the show of Sam thought something and now he's thinking about it. It's probably not true.
Okay.
He thought it was true. It was in his heart. I read or heard or whatever that Oreos are banned in most countries because they have a chemical in them that is addictive. And the only country that they're allowed in is like America. But you can buy them here in Taiwan. Is that true? Are Oreos banned in like Europe and like Japan and stuff? No, right? Are they addictive? Is there chemicals in them? Is there cocaine in Oreos?
No, there's not. I mean, they're as addictive as anything. It was talking about sugar and stuff like. Well, what was it? There was something there a while back that they were giving rats the option to eat, and it was like, but it's like, right? It was like normal food or like Oreos or cake or something, and they never once they tried it, they never went back to their normal food.
No, right? Yeah.
And if they took it away, they didn't eat their food. They would just almost starve to death.
That's the goddamn struggle of being a person, man.
Yeah, no different than that rat.
Right. When I go to work, I'd rather be podcasting.
Yeah.
You know, or rather be like, hanging out.
It's just mental. It's just having the difference between a man and an alligator or a baboon or a rat in a lab is we've got a higher thought process where we can be like, you know what? I probably shouldn't eat all this cake instead of my normal food.
All this cocaine.
All this cocaine.
Why are we pronouncing everything so strangely in this episode? The baboon did the cocaine.
The baboon did the cocaine, but he didn't have the brain that the alligator had. Dun 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 dun.
Alligator drunk, he likes the cocaine. He takes the baboon, he eats him in the brain. Da doo da doo da doo. It's the only thing we know how to rhyme.
Oh my god. Actually, after doing that whole little thing, I think the fucking baboons are way smarter than us.
You want something a little topical?
Sure.
Let's do something topical and get on out of here because
It's hot as fuck in here.
Oh, we got
Fidget spinner porn.
people are now into fidget spinner porn.
I don't even understand fidget spinners.
All the children at school have them.
Oh, they're everywhere.
The principal and me and another teacher had to put our feet down.
What?
Our foot down.
Put your foot down.
Yeah, our feet down.
We had to bring our feet down.
The principal was like, "Well, no, because fidget spinners. The reason they have them is because it helps people concentrate. Like it keeps your."
No,
like
that's not true.
Or like maybe adults.
Yeah,
because an adult is an adult, but a child can't. Like it's just like trying to keep them spinning and is like not listening to you.
Right.
Right. I'm like, and she's like, "No, let them use it." I'm like, "No,
yeah,
can't, won't work." But
what is fidget spinner porn?
That's menshealth.com. Menshealth.com. I didn't even thought to look at the website that the link comes from.
Oh my god.
Menshealth.com. What are you doing, menshealth.com? Menshealth.com is talking about fidget spinner porn.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so what?
I just saw your face, Sink. What are you looking at?
Oh, I was looking to see who the molecular pretzels one. Is that borders.com?
Hybriders.
Oh.
Hybriders.com.
I was like, what's a fucking bookstore?
It's Baskin Robbins.
Baskin Robbins.
We've done it. We've synthesized molecular pretzels.
No, they didn't do it. They're just reporting on it for some unknown reason.
My God.
Now, what would make sense if they're like, hey,
into it.
Scientists have synthesized Baskin Robbins 33rd flavor or whatever. How many?
Molecular pretzels. But imagine this, man. You got a whole bunch of tiny rice pretzels. You put ice cream on that. That would be good.
It don't have to be tiny pretzels.
Just crush up a pretzel.
I like thinking that no matter what it is, if you zoom in on it at a molecular level, it's
all
just
pretzels.
Pretzels all the way down.
Oh shit!
It's just tiny molecular versions of whatever the big thing is. So you zoom in on the dog and their molecular structure is just tiny little dogs. Anyway, what is fidget
spinners?
So what, they like spinning them on the top of dicks and
gotta be
nipples and stuff?
It's got to be it. I mean,
who is in? I mean, where? See, this is proof. This is proof.
I don't even want to talk about
something new just comes out and people immediately want to just get it in their body and put their penises on it. Just something new. I've never messed with one of those things.
I'm not against it. They're cool.
They are what they are.
They spin. It's fun.
I guess.
It's like a little gyroscope. It's neat.
Yeah. To me, it's like, I like those things that's like the cube and it has a bunch of different stuff. Every side's got a different.
Fuck with, yeah.
Yeah. So there's one that's like a little clicker and one's like a little sliding thing.
Yeah.
Well, I like that.
Yeah.
That seems more fidgety.
Yeah, for sure. But the fidget spinner took off, man. I think it's because when it's spinning, it's got that gyroscopic feel where it like kind of fights you.
Yeah.
It's neat.
Yeah. And they have all these different colors and they glow in the dark and you got to collect them all.
Yeah, I mean, there's an official Royal We one at the Royal We store.
Yeah.
It's going to do it for us this week.
We're done. we petered right out.
It's not that I'm upset about it, because I don't really care.
Yeah.
But it's like, if there's like like when Pokemon Go was huge, I saw a Pokemon Go porn, and it was just like a lady dressed as Pikachu gets fucked as a person who looked like Ash.
Okay.
But it's just porn.
Right.
Like, it doesn't add anything to the experience, in my opinion.
Well, not to you, but to somebody out there, they're like, yes!
To a child?
To somebody. Somebody. That's why there's so many. That's why there's just not straight A/B fucking porn. It's there's a million different genres of stuff. No matter what you want. Little people dressed as animals.
Like black women wearing white gloves.
Yeah, you always talk about that.
What?
You've brought that up in the podcast.
No, have I?
Yes, multiple times. Black women wearing white gloves. This is probably the fourth time you brought that up.
No.
Yes.
That's true.
Yes, it's obviously in your wheelhouse, man. I don't get it. I don't get Pikachu. But now black ladies wearing white gloves. Now you got me going.
I want to Kishibashi.
Oh yeah, this end the show. That's all this week.
I gotta get away from it. Don't you dare. Well, I want to thank Kishibashi for letting us use the song Intros and Pathos. Pathos of the album 151A. Thank you, Kishibashi. Yep. I also want to thank Kat, Zach, John. I want to thank you, Nate.
Thank you, Sam. You're welcome.
For sending us headlines, sending us this sound effect. Kat, thank you. If you guys want to send us headlines and you want to send us audio clips, keep them. Guys, some of you, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. We love that you're sending us stuff, but some of you are sending us stuff that's like 20 seconds long.
Yeah, like 30 seconds long.
What the fuck are we going to do with that?
You're obviously listening to the show. Imagine we put that 30-second clip between things.
You'd be like, what is this?
Use your brains, people. Come on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, if you want to send it to us, it's royalwecast@twitter.com. No. @royalwecast on Twitter. royalwecast@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Do it. Send us stuff. Yeah.
Gmail.
Also, guys, I thought about this. Nate also thought about this. Gmail. Thought about this. Our 100th episode clip show.
Yeah.
Pretty successful. People really liking it. It's also a really good episode to share with your friends. People who haven't listened to the Wii before.
True.
Because it's just kind of like the highlights. It's just kind of us. And also, when us hosting it was fucking crazy. So we're kind of goofy and crazy.
Yeah.
Because we didn't know what the hell we were doing. But I think it's a good crash course in the Wii.
Yeah, it's a good intro door. It's a good gateway drug. It's cocaine. You don't go heroin first.
Turns out the Wii is more addictive than first thought.
Scientists molecularly prove.
Molecular Wii.
The molecular Wii. The molecular Wii. Do you like when the black women with the white gloves call you sugar?
Good night, Dad. Yeah, but I'd be like baboon.
A baboon.